So today we're here with recent graduate and fashionista Victoria Menechella. So Victoria, how is life after graduating?
It's been really good. I've traveled a bit after graduation, and currently I'm just studying for my GMAT, so I think it doesn't really feel like I'm out of school quite yet, but I'm sure it'll hit me soon.
So what would you say was the most valuable thing you got from university?
From university, I would say the most valuable thing were definitely the friendships that I made. Like in my program, I made a lot of great friends who now have gone on to do really cool jobs in different positions, and like there are a lot of good networks going forward, so I think that's very important.
Do you think like networking is like a key aspect too?
I think it's like the most important aspect in my mind. Like I have a great degree and it's really well recognized, but I think the people that I've met and the networks are what has gotten me further.
Now, what program did you study in?
So I specialized in management at Rotman, and then I did a minor in economics.
Amazing. So are there any particular courses or groups that you had at U of T that really like shaped you to where you are now?
All my marketing courses were really hands-on. Like we would do projects and present to like Fortune 500 companies. So those were definitely really good experiences for me. And then the groups, I created the fashion organization at U of T. So that was a huge thing. I think that taught me a lot about getting into the industry, because we would have speakers come in that like work in the industry and would talk about how like their paths and how they got where they are today. So it was interesting.
So the fashion and like the fashion community at U of T, it's still going right now, right?
Yes. My friend and I founded F&O 2 years ago, and basically we both wanted to join a student organization to be more involved, and we didn't really find one that appealed to us at all. So then we came to talking, and I was like, well, we both love fashion, maybe we should get into that. So that organization just provided students with the opportunity to listen to industry professionals speak about their experiences and how they entered the industry, and they would give them a lot of advice as to the best ways of going about it.
Now, I know even if students didn't want to go into fashion, how did you go about making this organization? Was U of T helpful for that?
Yes, U of T was very helpful with that. They had a representative who basically told me all of the steps to go about applying, and then with that we actually got funded through our college, which is St. Michael's.
So what would you tell students who wanted to break into the industry?
I would tell them internships are very important. I think that's a great way to see if you even like it, because to be honest, I never really thought I was going to get into fashion. I always knew I was interested in it, but then when I did the internship, I was like, okay, this is something I definitely want to pursue in the future. So I think that's important. And then also, I think that's where you make the majority of your networks. Like even for me, working at Narciso, I made a lot of networks that worked there, but then also people that I meet that would come in. So I think that's really important.
Now, how did you go about finding your internships? Because I know that students may have a really hard time or feel very overwhelmed when they're trying to find an internship.
Yes, and I'm in the same boat right now because I'm also like doing the whole job search thing. So I think internships aren't as bad because you can literally just send the email to every company that you want to work for and just say, are you looking for an intern? Because anyone in this day and age will use the free labor, I feel like. So it's a good way to put yourself out there, and if you get rejected, you just have to keep moving forward.
Now, I know a lot of people are frustrated with the whole non-paid internship thing. Do you think that experience is worth that free time, or do you feel like we should be getting paid?
It's hard to say. I guess it depends on the internship. I had an internship this summer that I went into it thinking I would love it, and after a day I realized they were literally just using me for free labor. Like the stuff that I was doing was worth a full-time contract. Non-paid internships do allow for a lot more opportunity though, because if they got rid of them altogether, I don't think these companies would be hiring students at all, and you wouldn't have those experiences. I think it depends on the internship, and it depends if they really care about you as an employee or they literally just are using you to move boxes.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Okay, so in 10 years, I definitely see myself owning my own company. I think that Rotman really prepared me to be an entrepreneur in the future. And although I am writing my GMAT and I do want to do my MBA and eventually work for a luxury brand, I think that in 10 years, hopefully, I will have my own company in that field.
So do you have any advice for students that want to go into an industry that is as cutthroat as fashion?
Yes, and that is you just have to work very hard. Like people are gonna put you down and you're not gonna feel as smart or as educated as you actually are, and you just have to know that if you push forward, eventually it will pay off.